Imagine waking up tomorrow and finding out that Martin never existed in the 1990s. No classic episode. No legendary catchphrase.
What's up?
No shenanigans.
Excuse me.
No Martin and Pam roasting each other every chance they got.
Look, Gina! It's a munchkin trick-or-treater!
Now imagine the show premieres for the very first time in 2026. Would people love it? Would it become a hit? Or would it struggle in today's world? Let's talk about it. Before we talk about what would happen today, we have to understand why Martin became such a huge success in the first place. The show wasn't built on expensive effects or complicated storylines. It was built on personality. Martin was loud. Martin was confident. Martin was unpredictable. You never knew what crazy situation was about to happen next. And then there were the supporting characters. Pam always had a comeback. Tommy somehow avoided answering questions about his job.
Ain't got no job.
But the chart says here you ain't got no job, man.
What are you going to be doing at your new job?
Same thing I was doing at my last job.
Cole constantly found himself in ridiculous situations. And Martin's many alter egos made every episode feel fresh.
Did you no player from the Himalaya? $8 you owe me now?
Silence. Silence. You gonna tell me to get down on my knees and crawl like I'm some dog? If you lost your dag on my, I ain't no dog.
The show felt like hanging out with funny friends. That's one reason people still talk about it decades later. Now let's imagine Martin arrives in 2026. The biggest difference? Social media. Back in the 90s, if something funny happened on television, you had to wait until your friends saw it. Today, a funny moment can spread around the world in minutes. Imagine a classic Martin reaction clip showing up on TikTok. Imagine Shanae posting videos online. Imagine Pam's insults becoming trending memes. Every week, people would be sharing clips, reactions, edits, and quotes. In some ways, Martin could become even bigger, because modern audiences love short, funny moments. The internet was practically built for characters like these. This is where things get interesting. Most people would probably assume Martin remains the biggest star. And honestly, that's possible. His energy carries the show. But today's audiences might surprise us. Pam could become one of the most popular characters. Think about it. She was confident, she stood up for herself, and she always had something funny to say. Her best moments would spread everywhere online. Then there's Tommy. For years, people joked about one question. What does Tommy do for a living? And let's not forget Cole. Cole's confusion and random comments would be perfect meme material. But the real wild card is Shanae. There's a very good chance Shanae would become the most talked about character on the entire show. Some clips would easily rack up millions of views. Of course, if Martin premiered today, some things would look different. The world has changed. Technology has changed. The way people communicate has changed. The characters would probably spend time on social media. Martin would likely be involved in online drama at least once. Pam would probably destroy people in comment sections. Shanae might become an influencer. The writers would also adjust some jokes and storylines for modern audiences. The reason people still rewatch old episodes isn't because of the decade. It's because the comedy still works. Friends teasing each other, awkward situations, big personalities. Those things never really go out of style. A great joke is a great joke, whether it's 1995 or 2026. So would Martin survive in 2026? I think the answer is yes. Not because it would be exactly the same show, but because its biggest strengths are timeless. Strong characters, memorable personalities, and comedy that comes from people being themselves. In fact, social media might make some parts of the show even bigger than they were in the 90s. The catchphrases would spread faster, the clips would travel farther, and the debates would never stop. But that's just my opinion. And if there's another 90s show you'd like me to imagine in today's world, tell me below.